And then arms down next to you, so you're nice and strong with your upper body, surface areas down. You're just going to lift up through your hips. So you're driving up and you're just rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae. So all we're looking for here is to get a nice extension up all the way. And then you just want to roll down. So getting a bit of glute activation, hips and thighs working. Okay, we're going to do 2 more of these. All the way up, good. So this, you really want to keep the carriage in as much as possible. Yeah, good. Come up for this one. Okay, from there, we're going to develop it a little bit. You're going to bring your left foot across your right knee, a bit like this. Okay, this opens up, and you're just going to go back into exactly the same thing. So this is just adding a little bit of a stretch to this. Good. Now you're keeping the hips high. You're going to roll the carriage away, so you're going to push through the springs. Good, and you're just going to come back in. So you're keeping high. What you want to feel here is that you're pushing out through the resistance, and then you're just coming in nice and slow, using your hamstrings on the way in. So you're kind of pulling through that. Okay, 2 more. I normally start Pilates with leg work, just good to get things going. So we're going to have left foot in the ring. This will stretch your hamstring. And then we have right foot on the bar. We want it to be nice and lined up. And then better you hold this with 2 hands, the base of the ring. And you're just going to push up through your right leg. Yeah, no, keep this down. Push through the resistance. So you're going to, push. There you go. And then coming down. So we're just looking here for the hip, the knee, the ankle to track nice and straight. Positioning wise, you always want to have this in the center of the foot, which is good. And then you want your right foot to be nicely placed on the arch of the foot. Again, this is good. Could have a little more flexion in the foot. So we're going to do 5 more of these, keeping nice full range. So you want to feel you're straightening through. And then you're just slowly bringing it back down. And then we're going to come up. We're going to hold this one at the top. And then this leg just comes across the body. So you want to sort of peel it away, let your left arm drop. Good. A little bit more that way. Okay, it's good mobility. Other side. So this one, you're opening your groin. You're balancing your body out with your right shoulder, letting your left hip open. Okay, good. Just gonna lift up into that bridge again. And from the bridge, you're just gonna bring one knee into your tummy or your chest, kind of over, exactly. Place it back down. And then you just do the other one. So just alternating. Nice way to finish the warm up. Bit of glutes, bit of core, bit of stability. So really try and feel it comes up and over towards your, yeah, good. Okay, 2 more. And then last one, we're going to just bring it in, place the foot down, get one foot in, get the other foot in, and then, yeah, you just push away. We're going to get the legs nice and long. Okay, we just want to take the leg up and down to start. So we're just going to start nice and easy, just getting a feel of things, just rolling down to about foot bar. Slowly back up. If you want a bit of a stretch, yeah, let it come, kind of fall onto you. But yeah, it's good. And then down, just 2 more of these. Try to feel that little bit of a pull into your tailbone when you come back. Yeah, good. Okay, now we're going to roll down. So now you're going to make sure your bum stays down because you're going to push down to about foot bar. You're opening the legs and slowly around. So you're going to do circles. And then coming back to that L shape. Perfect. And you're pushing down. That's good. Good mobility. Okay, so this one really is about mobility. It's not about getting as big as possible, but you're doing it really well. You're just kind of finding that shape with your hips. You're feeling the hip joint rolling. And we'll do 2 more. Good. Nice point in the feet. And 1. Okay, yeah, do 1 more. And then we're just going to go the other way. The other way is a little different. So you start in that L shape. From here, you want to open the legs. And you want to kind of extend through. So it is still a bit of a circle, but it's more you're feeling like you're opening and you're pushing together. And then we want to make sure you have a bit better shape. So you're going to open. Yeah, and then you're going to squeeze together. That's it, and back up. Okay, fold, open, push through. So you almost want to feel like you're squeezing through the center of the body. Folding, opening, and squeezing through. Good, okay. 2 more. And then we're going to do a frog press. So frog press, you go about halfway up with the feet. That's good. And you change it to flexion, and you come in, and you just push away. So you want to feel on this one just like you're pushing through the rope as much as possible. So you want to push to about there. Good guide is you're doing it well though, is just kind of hit the bit more like the top middle of the ring. So you're kind of extending out. Yeah, that's it, good. So the feet really on this stay in the same position. You just move out by bringing the knees to the shoulders and you push. You're going to feel the way out is a bit strong. It's a bit of a push. The way in is kind of stability. You're bringing it in slowly. Using your core, using your hips. So I'm going to do 3 more. And just going to do some triceps. So you're going to sit here. You just want to be sitting down. Your feet are out. Your heels are beneath your knees. And then you just go down, up. So really just finding that nice fold in your shoulders. Squeezing up. Good. Okay, 4 more. 3. Last 2. And then can you come down? A few little pulses. Yeah, use the shoulders. 3. Good. 2. And 1. Okay, come up, take a seat. Okay, so just roll out your wrists, roll out your shoulders a little bit. So I've changed the spring to 1 blue. We're just on a blue, which is like a medium spring. Good for the next few exercises we're going to do. So we're going to come onto the knees facing this way. Okay, so, and we're just going to do an icebreaker. So an icebreaker, you put your hands on the platform. You take your knees up a little bit to the front, and then you're just on your tiptoes. Okay, now all you're going to do is lift your knees up, your bum up. You're just going to push the carriage away. Yeah, and you're going to bend in. So your upper body has to keep nice and stable, and then the rest is all happening through here. So you can see she's got a nice flat back, looks good, stable, and just going to feel the core working. You're extending out, bending in. For this, we want to, bit tough, but you just want to drop this back down into more of a plank. Stay there for 3. Yeah, let it shake. 2, 1, and relax. Okay, come in. After that, you want to have a child's pose. Take your knees wide, bum to heels. You're going to have a bit of a stretch, just opening your back, hips, shoulders. So icebreaker, good exercise just to start to get things moving. You're going to get hands together, knees back, hips down, and you're just going to roll the body away. Okay, the main thing on this is the hips are down, the neck is long, and you're, just moving through your shoulders. Away and up. Movement's good. Just try to keep your arms really straight. So you're, even if it's smaller, doesn't matter. You're just rolling from here. Roll, roll, roll. Good. And roll back. Yeah. And we're going to do one more thing here. Just a plank. So we're going to be forearms and feet against the blocks. You let me know if you need a break anytime. Okay. So come onto your forearms, push out, hold. So you're going to stay straight. And what we're going to add to this is just with your shoulders, just really gently, just roll the carriage away and roll it forwards. Yeah, so you'll feel this just adds a little bit of tension to the whole thing. You know you're going too big if you feel your lower back. You want your lower back to be strong. You just want to feel it in your tummy. So, okay, doing well. Let's do another 10 seconds. Just make sure you have your hands in the small ones. You're going to lift your hips up. And then for this, that looks good. Ankles collapse. You want your knees a little wider so you're a bit more stable. And then we're just going to keep the palms open. We're going to lift to about eye level. And then you're going to come down slow. So as much as you can, you're keeping the resistance coming from your shoulders and your arms. Neck, you want to keep relaxed, but it looks good. And at any point, if you want, you can change to long loops. Makes it a little lighter. Okay, this one, we're going to come all the way up above the head. Can you go hands together? And then you want to fold your hands back to your neck. And you're going to push. So this is a tricep press. Doing well, strong. You want to feel like you're coming a little deeper down. Can you come a bit more to your neck? Perfect, and push. Yeah, good. Okay, once you push through, you're going to take your hands in front of you, a little lower, and we're going to come around with the elbows, and we're going to press through. Good. Slowly around and press through. So this should feel a bit like a push-up. What I'm going to do is just, come around the next one, a bit higher, stop, and push. So you're keeping. Try to feel you're pushing from your shoulders and your chest more, less from exactly. Push through the big muscles, extend. Yeah, just 2 more. We're doing the lower body as well. So you kind of extend through and you come back down. So you'll feel you have to really drive up with your hips. Keep the core engaged. Perfect. And then come back down. So a bit of upper body, but you're also getting a nice squeeze and tone up of the legs. And you really want to feel, which I think you're doing, you get the full extension. You really almost extend through till your core fires up. And 2 more. Good. We're going to do one more thing before we have a short rest. You're just going to finish this back in a plank, but we're going to do a high plank. So you're going to put your hands on the platform, your feet against the shoulder blocks, and you just want to push out. There's no movement here. We're staying completely strong, straight. Yeah, extend. So shoulders are nice and stable. You load your weight through the shoulders into the hands, back strong. And this is going to be tough because your arms are tired from what you just did. So see if you can hang in there. Make it get all a little shaky. Tummy tight. Another 4 seconds. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, bring it in. So have a little break. Just take your knees wide, bump to heels, have a stretch. We're going to start transitioning into legs. So last 10, 15 minutes of the workout, we're going to just do leg stuff. So for this, we're going to start kneeling in the thighs. We do this no springs, so you want the carriage to be completely loose. If I see you really struggling, we might put a little bit of spring, but I think you'll be okay. Okay, we double this up so we have some padding for the knees. And we're going to take the balls and just put them there. But what you're going to do is with your left knee and right knee, just climb on. So you got to be a little careful here. Don't want to fall off. And just open and close your legs. So stable, feel good? Okay, do it 1 or 2 more times because you want to get a feel of this. What you really want to feel is that when you go out, you're opening through stabilizing through here. And when you come in, you really want to kind of zip through your inner thighs. Yeah, looks good. Okay, so we'll take these, 1 in each hand. You're going to start, so come in with your legs, hands in front. You're just going to open and you're going to close. Good. Come back in. Keep your wrists really strong, 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 strong. And that means you're going to connect with your shoulders and zip back in. Good. Okay, zip it back. Okay, last one. Can we come out for a short hold? You're going to be there, and your shoulders are just going to do a little raise, just up, down, up, down. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, you're going to zip it back in. We're going to do one more variation. Your hands are going to be here. You're going to go out and push up with your arms, and then you're going to come in and pull your elbows down. Yeah. So, yeah, this is good, really good. You almost want to feel with your arms like you're reaching up, grabbing something, and pulling it down. Okay, perfect. 2 more. Yeah. Pop the weights down. You're going to come for a stretch here. So you're going to put your hands on the floor in front of you. And you're going to open, a bit like a child's pose. You open up the legs and you just push. You want to push your lower body back, upper body out. So again, we're creating a bit of an opposing stretch. Lower body pushes back, upper body walks out. And then I'll give you a quick demo. You want to just, okay, always coming on and off the carriage, platform first. As we just did this way, our right leg is working a little bit more. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the left foot in front. Okay, so I put my left foot down. I switch my right foot to tiptoes. Really important because if the right foot is down, you can't lunge. And then we're just going to lunge down, 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 there. And then we're going to come up. So you see I was keeping my hip and knee tracking, but I'll watch, see how you do. So you're going to come platform. And then you want to take your, start with your left foot in front, right foot tiptoes. Feel comfortable, you can get this a little higher, yeah. Okay, now just give it a go. First few, whenever you're lunging on the carriage, you've got to you're kind of figuring it out, calibrating, finding the shape, but yeah, looks good. Down, down, down. And then when you're coming up, you really want to lift through the spine. Good. Okay, perfect. You've definitely done this one recently. So you're going to go down, you're going to lift your arms in front of you as you go down. Good. And then you're going to come up, 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 up. Nice. Okay, so you're going to have your weight in both feet. You're going to have your hands in front. And as you slide out, you're opening up. So we're on a yellow spring now, which is a little lighter than the blue. But you need it for standing in the thighs, because if we did it no springs like the kneeling, it would be too much. So that little bit of support is still pretty tough. And then this looks good, getting shaky, but you want to bring your arms a little bit wider, kind of expand into your rib cage. Good, and then you're just going to close, close, close. So getting a nice stretch, getting a bit of an expansion in your rib cage, and closing down. Okay, nice. We're going to do 2 more. And we're going to do the other leg. So you're going to take your right foot in front. So you should find this easier. Are you right-footed? Okay. Right foot flat, left foot tiptoes. And then you're just going to come down into that lunge. So same thing. You can go hands hips, hands in front if you can. Find just bringing hands in front gives you a little counterbalance. Feels good to just, yeah, gets your body weight in the right position. But yeah, your right leg's not as good as your left one. Go a little further out. Keep that knee. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. And then up, up, up. Yeah, with your spine. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. So there. Good. Down and up. Okay, pull up. Well done. Bring it in. So you're going to turn to face the mirrors. And we're just going to finish this leg sequence with some squats. So squats, you want to just open the carriage a little bit, butt hip width. And you're going to squat to stand. Now, yeah, you'll feel straight away, you've got to keep your right foot strong, or right whole leg strong, or the carriage will just fly out. 4 more. Down, up. Good. Place your left forearm down. Really got to make sure your forearm is stable, and then that's it. Looks perfect. Arm is up, and then yeah, it looks good. So just follow through. Yeah, thread exactly, and open up. So the main thing with threading the needle is it's all about the rotation. Lots of people just kind of flap their arm. You want to make sure you follow through, and you open. Good. And then can we just do little hip raises? Imagine I got a piece of string. I'm just tugging you up and down. Yeah, good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, bring it back in. Good. So just to stretch here, come to a child's pose and push off with your left arm down the middle of the mat. Good. So yeah, important after that to just release your shoulder, give it a good stretch. You're going to bring your knees to the front of the carriage. So we're going to do a pike. So this is pretty tough. You're going to go, I'll just guide you straight into it. You're going to push out to straight. Okay, from there, you're going to lift up through your hips. And then you're going to roll down. So the important thing with the pike is that you really, it's kind of like a crunch. You just lift through and you float down. Really tough exercise. You have to have a lot of shoulder stability, core strength. But you're doing really well. So we're going to do 3 more. Up, 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 and down. Could keep these a little higher. Lift. Yeah, that's it. Really keep the heels up. Almost there. Okay, so we're going to do the side plank on the other side. So we're going right forearm and left foot in front, right back. So stagger those feet. Put this one against the front shoulder block, that one there. Okay, push out nice and strong. Get the arm up. And then once you feel stable, you're going to follow through. Perfect. And you're going to open. What really helps on this to rotate is just keep your eyes on your hands. If you follow your hand with your eyes, your body will follow as well. You'll rotate. Okay, 3 more. Stay there and just little hip raises like you've got a piece of string tugging you up. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, bring it in. Really good. So you're on your knees. You're putting your hands on the platform, and then it's a bit like the rollout. You bring your knees back on a reformer. You roll the hips down, and you just want to lean in with your chest. So, yeah, good. Can we do 3? Your arms are tired. Doesn't matter. Good. Keep the weight into down there. Yeah. Good. 2. Perfect. 1 more. Down. Drive up. Push. Okay. So good. Just come to a stretch. Knees wide. Bum to heels. I'm going to stretch there. So that was good. Done with the workout. We're going to do a little bit of hip stretching to finish. So just want you to step off to the right side of your carriage. You're going to put your right foot down. For the stretching, we want a nice loose spring. So this is good. We're going to stick to this yellow. You're going to put your right foot up next to the football bolt. And you're going to put your left foot against the shoulder block. Okay, knee is down. And then, yeah, this knee comes down. And then you just sink down onto your forearms. Yeah, and you just drop into this. There we go. Okay, perfect. What you could do is bring your right foot up a little. The main goal for this stretch is just to feel like you're really dropping, sinking into the hips. You want to be as relaxed as possible in the hip. Just let it drop. You can even let your head drop a little bit onto the platform and just breathe there. We're going to hold for another. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, this one, hamstrings like a bit of stability, so it's good for you to have your right hand there maybe. Yeah, that's it. Good. So you're a bit kind of higher and you just have that stability. And then it's always a tight muscle, so you just got to push through a little. It's going to get a bit shaky. Just breathe into it. 2, 1. So yeah, you step over. And then you're going to put your same thing, left foot down in front of you, starting with the hip, right knee back, and then you just drop down onto the forearms. Perfect. So again, just sinking down, you can tell your left hip is good, but it's definitely a little tighter. Your right hip is really relaxed and loose. Your left one is a bit more normal. Yeah, okay, so a little bit longer, 5 seconds. See if you can sink down a bit deeper.